G'day there. In this video, I'm going to share with you a super simple investment strategy that one of my running buddies has used to literally replace his $120,000 public service income with a passive income from dividends in the shares that he holds. So if this sounds good to you, stick around because this is such a simple strategy that literally anyone can use. G'day there, my name is Phil McGilvray. I'm a financial coach, financial well-being consultant, founder of the Money Boss movement, where we make practical, life-changing financial education both understandable and accessible for everyday people so that you and your family can thrive financially. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the story of one of my running buddies, Forrest, who has replaced his income from his public service job with a passive income from dividends in the shares that he holds. Now, back in 2005, I used to run an awful lot with a group of public servants. They allowed me to use their shower facilities, which was very helpful because my firm didn't have one at the time. So we all used to meet at lunchtime, go for a run at lunchtime. And one day, this new guy, his name was Forrest, joined the running group. And as we were running, he introduced himself and I introduced myself. And when he found out that I was a financial advisor, he said to me, "Oh, Phil, let me tell you about my investment strategy." And I have to admit, I rolled my eyes a little bit because you never know what you're going to get when someone tells you that. But he said, "My mum and dad back in 1998, 1999 bought me shares in the Telstra float." Now, Telstra is Australia's biggest telecommunications company. It used to be owned by the government, but the government privatized it by listing it on the stock exchange. And in that initial public offering, his parents had bought him some shares in Telstra. And he said, ever since then, he said, every time I've got some spare money, he said, all through university and all the years since I've been working as a public service, he says, I've just been living to a budget and throwing every single bit of money I've got spare into buying more Telstra shares. I said, wow. I said, well, how many Telstra shares you got? He said, I've got $250,000. Come on, flip the page. I've got $250,000 in Telstra shares. And he said, the best part is last year, I received $17,500 in dividends. Now, if you don't know what dividends are, because Forrest part owns Telstra, that's what having shares are. Because he part owns Telstra, every time Telstra makes some profit, they pay him part of the profits as dividends. And what's even better is Telstra has already paid some of the tax on that. So these dividends come to him almost tax-free, which is super exciting for him. And he said, I took those dividends and I bought more Telstra shares. He says, every time I get dividends, I buy more Telstra shares. And I thought, well, it's a pretty good strategy. You know, he's investing and putting all his spare money aside and he's getting those dividends. Now, not long after I'd had that discussion with Forrest, I moved companies. So I moved from the financial planning firm I was working with to a new stockbroking financial planning firm across the other side of town. So I didn't see Forrest for a very, very long time. But not long after that conversation, a couple of years later, we had the global financial crisis where Telstra shares went from about $5 down to $2.30 or thereabouts. And I often wondered how Forrest was getting on with his strategy and honestly thought that he'd probably given up on the strategy itself. But then just a couple of years ago, so 18 years later, I ran into Forrest again while I was out on a run. He was a very tall, very gangly kind of guy, so very recognizable. And as I ran up alongside him, I said, Forrest, right? He goes, yeah. He looked at me a bit blankly. He said, my name's Phil. We used to run together about 18 years ago when you worked for IP Australia and I worked for a financial planning firm just around the corner. You were telling me all about your Telstra strategy. And I said, I've been dying to know how you got on with that strategy through the GFC and through the European financial crisis and all those sorts of things. And his eyes lit up and he said, Phil, the investment strategy has been amazing for me. And he said, the global financial crisis was fantastic because I got to buy so many more Telstra shares at such a cheap price. And he went on to tell me that he now has over $1.5 million in Telstra shares and his dividends last year alone were $116,000. Now, this $116,000 was almost what he had in public service income But in reality, it was a lot more, because when you get the dividends, when you get those dividends, they come with a tax credit, which means you get to keep most of that $116,000, and very little of it goes in tax. So he was super excited to be able to share that with me. And I asked him, well, you're planning on retiring or anything like that? He goes, no. He says, I love my work. I'm only 45 years old. And I want to see if I can get to $2 or $3 million in Telstra shares. So I thought, well, good on him. He loves it. He's reaping the rewards and he's growing. Now you can see, if every year he's receiving $100,000 in dividends, he's going to grow that pretty quickly. Now, I'm sure you'll agree that this is an inspiring story, mainly because of its simplicity. Forrest's strategy was such a simple strategy. He lived to a budget so that he knew he had surplus money left over each month. He took all of that surplus income and used it to buy more Telstra shares. He then reinvested all the dividends that he received each year back into buying more Telstra shares, and he thought long term. Such a simple but powerful strategy. But there is just one problem with this strategy, and I'm sure you can see what it is. Investing in just one company is a very big risk. What if Telstra went bust? All of those years of budgeting and saving and investing could all be lost in a blink of an eye because he was invested in just one company. Now, it's unlikely that Telstra will ever go bust, but you can never say never. There have been plenty of high-profile companies in the past that have gone bust during significant downturns. So we never want to put all our eggs into one basket. Whenever I run my investment workshops, I always share these 5 rules with my clients that allow them to invest with complete confidence. The first one is invest with a long-term mindset. There will be ups and downs in the share market. It's inevitable, so you need to be able to roll through those cycles. And Forrest was absolutely doing that. Secondly, you want to invest in quality. Telstra is absolutely a quality company. It is by far the biggest telecommunications company in Australia. It's well managed. It makes profit. It is a good quality company. But where Forrest lets himself down is with the diversification. Investing in just one company is never a really good idea. But this is why you are better off looking at index funds. There are plenty of index funds out there that are high yield index funds. For instance, the Australian High Yield Share Fund has the top 70 Australian companies in it. Telstra is one of those, but there's about 69 others, Commonwealth Bank, ANZ, Wesfarmers and so on, that all pay solid dividend, and the average dividend yield is about 6% on that, which is not far off what Telstra was giving Forrest. So you can diversify simply by using an index fund. Only invest money you don't need. Forrest was absolutely doing that because he had a budget and all his known expenses covered with money in his operating account. He had a cash reserve for the unexpected, so he can confidently take any extra money over and above that and invest it for the long term in shares. And the last one is invest small amounts regularly using the dollar cost averaging strategy, which is simply where you invest exactly the same amount every single month, no matter where the share price is. You just keep investing. If it goes down, you get more shares, woohoo. If it goes up, your shares become worth more. So it becomes a win-win no matter what's happening, because you're thinking long-term, because you're diversified, and because you're investing in quality. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope you're inspired by Forrest's story. It really isn't that hard. Check out the link to the dollar cost averaging video in the description below. And if this has been helpful, please click the like button, because it does help these videos reach more people. Please hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when new videos get released, because every week I release practical, life-changing financial education videos, because I firmly believe that little habits and strategies that you put in place today could literally make $1 million difference to your future. So please click the like button, please click the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.